Hello, everyone. Welcome back to FedBiz Exchange. I'm Michelle Brown, your coach and your mentor. Today, I want to talk to you guys about how to find open 5-year service contracts so that you can win 5-year contracts for your business. Where do we do that? We're going to do that in SAM. It's easier than you think. I'm actually going to walk you through live, step by step, what you need to do for your business. So I'm going to pick a service that I see a lot, especially lately. And it's a very exciting service if you already do something like this. It is a laundry service. The government, for certain agencies, need laundry services all of the time, and they can be lucrative 5-year service contracts. So let's get into it. Most of you know that to get to SAM.gov, you just type in SAM.gov. You get to this page. Actually, you know what? Let me show you how to get to this page because some of you may not know how to literally go to the detailed service part of the page. So I'm going to start from the beginning. I click on contract opportunities. It gives me advanced search, and that's how I get to this page. So let's go down just a little bit. And one of the easiest ways to begin finding what you're looking for, whether it's a product or service, is to start with keywords. Keywords find the right types of contracts from the beginning, and you can get the right NAIC codes, which many people, many people that, and I shouldn't say people, I should say businesses that get into SAM.gov, they don't know how to find their buyers. How do you find the right buyers for your service? The thing that you need to do is start from the very beginning. The SAM contracts or the DLA contracts or the Navy contracts, they give you the codes. So we start with keywords. I always use keywords because it works very well. If I don't know what the NAIC codes are going to be, now that's not to say that the NAIC codes that you have are incorrect, but NAIC codes are different. And I'll explain that to you a little bit more in detail. But NAIC codes are more higher level and they don't always get you to the right place when it comes to connecting with your buyers. So let's try the laundry service. So I'm going to go right here to keywords and type in laundry and hit enter. See, laundry services comes right up. Now, what's the second thing I need to do? I need to first look to see, before I touch anything, let's just go up and down the search that came up just to see what types of opportunities are out there. Now, I did not take out the awards. I did not take out the pre-solicitations, but I want to show you how to do that. So I want to just look at current opportunities that are open. So the first thing I would do is go to notice type and put in, I would even do special notices because special notices sometimes will tell you that they're looking for specific types of companies that maybe they've been having a problem with. Maybe they can't find the right laundry services. So maybe this special notice could be an opportunity for a sole source. You just never know. So always put in special notice. Always put in sources sought. You always want to respond to sources sought if this is what you do, right? Because sources sought could actually get you or win you a sole source contract if you reply to it. But if we're not replying and we're not chasing or looking for the opportunities, we're not going to get anything because you want to be where your buyers are. That's why I start with keywords. I'm also going to use pre-solicitations. Pre-solicitations allow you to get ready for the opportunity. Now, once you find the opportunities, you don't have to chase anything because you now know where your buyers are. And all you need to do is remember what I teach you. they want to buy something, and actually they need to and must buy something. They must buy this laundry service. Okay, so, and you don't have to, but you want to sell them the service. So you need to do special notice, sources sought, pre-solicitations, and of course, solicitations. These are the areas of notice type that you need to focus on. Now, what do I do next? So I see that there are some opportunities out here. And by the way, if you are in the laundry business, I know you may be thinking, well, what if I'm not in that state? Can't think small-minded like that. You need to think outside of where you are. And that's not just about subcontracting, but it is about building and setting up a business model that works for you. There are some companies out there that are taking advantage of businesses that do laundry services, and they don't focus only in one area. They have an app. All they do is allow people to get set up on their apps, and they take a large portion of your money if you are a laundry service in your area. It doesn't have to be in your state. You need to think different. You need to have a vision. You need to think about where you want to take your laundry service or any service that you're focusing on. So let's get back to the laundry services. So we have one here. It is not due until March 10th, but check this out. It's a pre-solicitation. That means you have time to look into this, see the things you need to do, get ready, make sure you have your business model set up. That's a whole nother conversation, but you need to envision being able to set aside time to plan for how would you do a laundry service that is not in your state. You might want to start in your state, but you got to think different today. In order to build a multi-million-dollar business, you must think different. It's not about what's only in your state, okay? Even if that means you have to consider other subcontractors, but you could also build your own team. I know a lot of you guys are not used to thinking like this, but remember, I'm a business development person. I think about strategy and how to build a business model around my vision. That's what you need to do. And you can do it. You just have to think about it. So let's go into this particular one. And the next thing I'm looking for is what codes are they using? Because this is where my buyers are. My federal buyers are inside this opportunity. I'm going to click on the opportunity. What's the first thing I want to look at? What agency is this? This is the Department of Air Force. Okay, so this is one of your buyers. They're not just doing this one time. This is one of your potential prospective customers. And you know what I say in my video? Government contracting is about lifelong, life-term contractors that are building relationships with the federal government. You could do that. You could literally have a client for life. In summary, client for life. As long as you want them, as long as you're servicing them, you can keep them because all you need is one and the doors start swinging open. Okay. Now let's go down a little bit and see the place of performance. But most importantly, before we go there, I would copy this and put this on my bid tracking template because I would put a date on here for me to come back and review what they're asking for. I would check to see if there's a lot of activity and information inside this pre-solicitation. A lot of times you can determine a lot on the first page before you even download the file, if there's a file attached to it. So they're saying original publish date is March 1st, original response date is March 10th. This is a pre-solicitation. That means get ready. It is not an actual solicitation yet, but they're telling you the possibility of the fact that you need to be ready to submit a response on March 10th. But before we get into all of that, let's go down here and look at the codes they're using. Your product service code, which is the PSC code, should be S209. That is the number you should write down. You should write down this product service code because if you're in the laundry business, this is a major code for you. It's probably on the other solicitations or pre-solicitations or sources sought as well. So what does this do for you? This allows you to find opportunities consistently if you have the right codes. If you are in the laundry business and you want to do this, you need to go and put this in your SAM. Don't do it until you've done your entire research. Don't go into your SAM unless you need to, okay? When you need to for a specific purpose. You also need to use these keywords on your capability statement. Okay, so we have the product service code. Now here's the NAIC code. Now this is a NAIC code that is specific to laundry services, but it's not always that way. You will see various NAIC codes. This NAIC code is 812320, specific to dry cleaning. But what if you see a different type of NAIC codes? No matter which solicitation or opportunity it is, you need to write down all of the codes for all of the different laundry service opportunities that you see, because they all matter. Different federal contracting officers, your buyers, will use different NAIC codes, but most of them will use the same product service codes. Why? Because product service codes are more specific. I always use product service codes when I'm looking for something specific, and I get the keywords. Like, for instance, if I didn't know which keywords to use and I found out the product service code was S209, that is how I would search for more opportunities. This is actually in Texas. So if you're in Texas and you do laundry services, you might start with this opportunity here before you build your laundry service business around the country. That's how you get started. I would read the description of what they want. I would look to see if there are any other documents in here that they would like me to download and take a look at. And it looks like they have an amazing draft of what we call a scope of work description, a PWS, meaning they're telling you exactly what they're thinking about making this solicitation look like. And you can ask questions. It's still a pre-solicitation. Now, if it were a solicitation, they might have a scheduled time for you to ask questions. But this will be important. If you are in Texas and you are looking for laundry service opportunities to grow your business, this is for you. So what is it that you do next? You write down these product service codes, you write down the NAICS codes, and then you go to the next one. You need to spend time looking for opportunities every single day, no matter what industry you're in. Now, here's something else I can do. If I want to follow this opportunity, all I do is click this follow button right here, and it is going to allow me to follow this opportunity. So every time there's something that comes up with this opportunity, you need to make sure that you look and see. Sometimes they'll send you a message saying that other companies are interested. I hate those because I could care less who's interested, but I care about any changes. And that next change for this particular opportunity would likely be the fact that they've changed this pre-solicitation, this get ready solicitation, to it's time for you to respond. This is a perfect IDIQ pre-solicitation. You see this right here with a 5-year, 1-year ordering process, meaning it's going to be a 5-year IDIQ, but when you do the solicitation, you will have to give pricing for each one of those years. And then we could talk about, how do I find out what some of these laundry contracts look like? Meaning, what's the pricing? How do I determine my pricing? Well, stay tuned, because I'll talk to you about that as well. I'll show you how you can go back and look at the pricing for IDIQs like this so that you can win. Most of the time, you will find that you will not have more than 5 contractors bidding against you. And that's it. That's how you find opportunities in the service industry. I'll see you in the next video.